who is DJ Hollywood, and how do you curate vibes that set you apart from everybody else?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's a very loaded question, but over the years, you know, I've worn many hats, but I call myself a creative entrepreneur, you know, along with a DJ, of course, mentor. You know, there's a lot of hats to wear under there, but I think creative is kind of the one that embodies, you know, majority of it.
Yeah, and like, what does it look like on a set? Like, if I'm going to a space where you're spinning or playing, what does that look like?
It's gonna be versatile for sure. Definitely don't come expecting something specific, because, you know, I'm very read the room and, you know, move forward with it. So very high energy, very welcoming, open-minded, along with, you know, just fun. Yeah, so that's it in a gist.
The fun and the joy.
Yeah.
And so you always say you're like more than a DJ, as you already said. You already listed like a list of things you already do, you know? So I want to go back just a little bit. How did you even get into music? How did you find yourself here?
Yeah, so to really go all the way back, so I'll start with the recent and then go further back, but I ended up at Albany, graduated from there, communication major. Got the opportunity to be on the school's radio station, which is WCDB, which I'm still on to this day. Every Tuesday night, every Tuesday night, I'm always on 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. I have a radio show. But before that, really going back to thinking how, you know, where did music first impact me? I would definitely say back in Brooklyn. My mom always dragged me to church. Didn't have the option to not go.
Yeah, I understand.
So every Sunday, and then, you know, just being there, I'm like, all right, I'll embrace it. So now I'm in the choir, now I'm playing drums. You know, so thinking back, that's probably the first time that music really, you know, caught my interest and, you know, really just seeing a passion for it.
Yeah, and I do relate to being dragged to church, and I to a Baptist church. I'm like, it's 4 hours singing, 1 hour ceremony here, like our sermon. So you self-produced your own album, Revelations, correct?
So I actually managed, or I was the mentor for a producer who was, been mentoring him since he was 11. He's 21 now, which is crazy to think about. I'm aging myself a little bit here. But yeah, he was the producer on the track, but I was the executive producer. So I picked the beat, I picked the 2 artists that were on the song, up to, you know, the music video, you know, even up to the dancer that was in the music video. You know, it was just super dope being able to really see stuff from that perspective, because I'm always the DJ playing music versus being the artist. So it was just an amazing experience, and it was really, really cool to be able to executively produce everything and, you know, kind of more or less have it how I envisioned it. Yeah,
and how did that, like, feel and why? Like, why do that? Like, being behind the set so often, like, what made you kind of pivot to producing?
I think if you wear one hat and see things from one lens, that's the only point of view you have, you know, very pun intended, but if you see something, that's all you're seeing, you know? So I just kind of took a step to the side from managing artists, promoting artists, and I was like, you know what? People don't know that I'm actually talented within a little bit of singing. We're not gonna sing on the record. A little bit of singing, but also, you know, just being able to curate a body of work, you know, and yeah, so the song was recorded in 2020. We all know what happened in 2020. And it's titled Revelation, just for the irony of things and the situation we were going through. Very uplifting song, wanted to have a positive message. That's kind of like my thing, more or less.
And it's a really great stepping stone in your career of growth, too. And I know you're going back to school for music. Want to give us a little bit of details about that?
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. I haven't been in school since 2018, so it's going to be a very interesting moment. A little like Ferris Bueller type situation. But yeah, I'm going back to Schenectady Community College. I'm going to be doing like, getting a music certificate. It's not really like straight up degree, but still classes in school. Doing digital beat making along with audio recording. So a lot of the stuff that I've been actually doing already, but more so learning the fundamentals of it, which is kind of what piqued my interest about it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And you're like really just like, I don't know, just like a holistic care for your art and your passions, which I find really beautiful.
Yeah,
and not only are you growing yourself constantly, but you're also growing others. So let's talk a little bit about More Music, Less Violence. Like, give us a little bit of background of like,
baby.
Yeah, I know. So what is this initiative, and why is it important for our community to have things like this?
Yeah. So More Music, Less Violence. Was trying to figure out how to coin the organization. But as of right now, it's a community concert series. I book artists to perform. The youngest I've ever booked was 8 years old. The most seasoned I've ever booked, like late 60s. Shout out to my guy, Doc Horton. The whole thing about it is bringing artists together and giving them a free space to express themselves, but there's guidelines to it, so I tell them not to curse. And when I say not to curse, you can have a song that might have swear words in it, but get a clean version of it at least, you know, and putting that perspective also into artists' mindsets. We've worked with a bunch of different organizations, MLK Saratoga, we've done stuff in Troy, Lucas Confectionery, done stuff in Albany at the Capitol Rep, also been out to Cafe Lena too, so some very, you know, legendary locations out here. And just being able to, you know, move around in different cities out here, Schenectady as well, can't forget Schenectady, but being able to move around in different cities out here and notice that there's talent everywhere in the world, which is crazy. But yeah, we use grants, which has been hard to come around because there's hoops, loops, and everything else. But yeah, we use grants to basically pay the artists. So I've paid an 8-year-old X amount of dollars to perform before, which is just,
that's great.
That's amazing. I couldn't imagine being 8 years old getting paid to perform
Get
somewhere.
your first gig, you know?
Crazy.
People watching you.
Mind blowing, yeah.
Now, where did the name come from, though? Because it's More Music, Less Violence. Was this, I guess, created from you seeing something in the community, like violence in the community?
Yeah. So a little double-edged a little bit. So the movement started in 2020. That was around the brink of the George Floyd situation. Also, along with the pandemic. So what happened there was artists couldn't be outside anymore. But however, somehow, some way, people in general couldn't be out anymore, but somehow, some way, there was still violence happening, you know? So that was like the aha moment, pun intended, where I was like, well, what if we did a pop-up show? And that's kind of how it started up. We did a pop-up show outside at the Troy Riverfront. That's kind of where everything kind of started. And I was just like, you know what? We need more music and less violence. And it just
clicked.
And it just clicked. And the light bulb went on. And I knew to keep it going once people started asking, hey, are you going to do it again? Because I did the pop-up, like a legit pop-up, brought a camera guy. The Riverfront had outlets. Probably wasn't supposed to be doing it, but it was for the good of the community and it felt right. I'm big on doing what feels right.
Yeah.
So we did it. I got like 4 artists to come out and they were like, well, I haven't performed in like a year. So yeah, of course I want to perform. And yeah, it was just amazing. Initially before that, it started as Housecella, which was very interesting. And going from online Housecella, Instagram Live into real in person, into forming into an organization and now a nonprofit. It's just been a big blessing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's next for More Music, Less Violence.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And you're creating a movement. Like this isn't just, a nonprofit or just an initiative. Like this is truly a movement that will impact everyone in the capital region as it spreads throughout.
I agree.
And the way you're able to mentor a lot of youth and take them under your wing as well to then grow this movement even more. I can't wait to see how it's going to be in like 5 years.
I know. Me too. It's very interesting in how everything just has evolved over the years. But I got faith that everything happens for a reason.
It does. Yeah. Empire legacy vibes. Let's go.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Of course.